Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Trojans offense comes on the field first today. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then?
They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, I'm surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Quick juke to get free. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has at running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line laying up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking to throw. It's Reinbolt. The pass rush closing in. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
This opening drive is third and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. Opts on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
And they'll start off with a deep shot. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
Mississippi State now operating in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Boy, that is a nice run by the guy they like to call the field general. Move those sticks.
The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. And the back gets the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with legs like this are so much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the 1st down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
2nd down play coming up. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game, all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
It's not a huge game here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
That game sets up a third down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical into line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll run it here. They tackle him about the 14.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's an important first down on that running play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw to his receiver. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. He hands it off from the gun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Back to pass. It's Reinbolt. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Running back grabs it on the screen. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. So it's Mississippi State on top so far, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? And the Trojans will have first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense getting set, it's second down. They'll run it from the gun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
The pocket breaking down. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the runner takes off to his right.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
On first down, it's play action. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, out the ball to 44.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Crosses the 30. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, what a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, running out of time in the pocket. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle this time?
And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. The attempt is no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, my gosh, he had it right on target. Unfortunately, he didn't quite have the distance. That hit right in the middle of that crossbar, and they miss out on 3 points.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Off the 55-yard miss, the offense sets up from the 38. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back. It's Reinbolt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
High completion sets up an important 3rd down play. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And the Trojans pick up first down yards to keep the drive going.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
He finds his tight end for the catch. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Reinbolt. Here's a throw underneath the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allow...
Touchdown, USC. This quarterback on fire today.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You could see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a...
No shot to bring him down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Mississippi State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Running back has it on the screen now. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
1st and goal, handoff. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Scanning the field, it's Reinbolt. Short throw complete to the tight end. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. They got him. It's a sack. The defense will take some momentum to halftime after that one. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And it's been said, football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's a quarterback keeper. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Fighting off the defender.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. They're going to run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backline. How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
The offense will go for here on fourth down and 3. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
When they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first.
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on the football.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And the USC offense is back out on the field. To the air, it's Reinbolt, bringing pressure. He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Important second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Receiver makes the grab. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
And the Trojans will bring their punt team on the field now. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
He's running out of time here. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's caught.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Eludes a tackle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun running play call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Looking to pass, it's Reinbolt. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
Incomplete for a third straight play.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
So they start 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. You know the defense is going to be aggressive now. This offense has to be careful not to make a mistake here. And the ball to the ground. Looks like the defense has it.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
The fumble recovery gives the offense a great opportunity. It's 1st and goal now. And they're trying to punch it in here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's a shotgun run call. A change of direction. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Reinbolt. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Handoff from the shotgun.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Not able to connect, incomplete. Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the Trojans will line up to kick it away. This is punt number 6. Get the ice bath ready for the punter. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Oh, impressive spin there. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. This drive starts in good position. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep. And is picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Brought down after the takeaway. A big play by the defense to end this quarter. So it's Mississippi State on top so far, Kurt. With 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. And that will pick up the first down. That's spotted at 38.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Dropping back, it's Reinbolt. Snags a quick throw.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's a quick grab. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And the Trojans come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Oh, it is incomplete. They call a screen on first down, but he just dropped it.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Pressure is coming. But just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. To the air, it's Reinbolt. Caught near the goal line. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Mississippi State offense is back out there now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Ball handed off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
A game makes it second and medium. And the tailback's got it again. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
There's a screen pass to the running back. We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard.
Of 20.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
A gain of 2 yards, and now it's second down and 8.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Second after their defense cannot stop them short of the marker.
Well, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage on the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
The running back picks up 6. Brings up second down.
That's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Mississippi State in the red zone now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff heading left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. The defense with 3-step movement of its own. 4th down, going for a 1st down or a touchdown here. Now the offense will spend the timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So it's 4th down and 2. They could make a 1st down without scoring. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Still no answer for this offense. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Receiver makes the catch. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here. Late in the game, working with the lead, you get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. It's victory formation. The quarterback will kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit,